What's up guys, back for another video, and today I'm going to be playing some more Earth 3. I'm going to be playing on the map Desert Cross, and I'm going to be playing as a green player, and my ally is going to be playing as a blue player in this 2v2 battle. Also, I am sorry for the late upload. So I'm using my regular boost to get a good crate collect, which fortunately for me I had 2 crates quite close to my base. So as you can see, as I've mentioned in multiple previous videos, using boost gets you basically, depending on if your enemy uses boost or not, gets you like all the way over here. Like I've already basically gotten all the crates on this yellow player's base, I believe. It might no, I think this is the red player's base. I'm not quite sure, but they could have gotten these crates if they had a faster build speed out and if they use boost. Like you can see, even my ally doesn't even use a boost here, which is why he or she is not getting a decent crate. So yes, this was the actual red player. So just collecting some crates up on these hills and getting the ones behind my base just to secure this. This red player seems to be going for some kind of quick coyote assault rush, or is just getting coyotes right off the bat. So my ally is quick to go 3 supply with a headquarters of a 2, as I am not, because right now I'm just focused on scouting every possible location of a crate, other than obviously like the enemy's base. So my ally starts producing over here, and I'm just getting scouted by some pesky riflemen from yellow. I now get a vehicle factory, produce some riflemen, and upgrade my headquarters to level 2 as well. I tell my ally to produce infantry and produce vehicles, and I will go AV this match. So I now get my 3 supply centers, adding on to my other 2, which now creates 5 supply centers. I have a slight problem here with 3 coyotes from red, so I pull back because that is a bad engagement for me. And same thing with this yellow player, my ally. Unfortunately for my ally, he or she has quite a few riflemen, so they should be good. But however, I only have about 7 right now, and these coyotes are getting past my bunker. And I don't know if this is all they have, but luckily for me, they only killed a few of my riflemen. I got one of their coyotes. This is a very bad micro over here, if the enemy was even trying to micro, because they just kept them right here. They weren't actually moving through my base, which is, if you're a resistance player, if you have coyotes or armadillos or vehicles that can move quickly through the base, you'd want to move them through the base, because they have 360 degrees turret rotation, so they can keep firing no matter where they are throughout their base, which on Confederation, other than hammers and fortresses, they don't really have that. But on Resistance, all of their vehicles have that. Even their switcher vehicles, other than the chameleon, of course. So now I'm upgrading to my headquarters of a 3 and getting hammers, continuing to use advanced supply boost so I get good income. And here comes a coyote from this red player, but then gets pulled back over to this area. My ally also has 5 supply centers, so is doing good for themselves, but has only produced and unlocked tier 1 units. So they really only have assaults and fortresses right now. So whatever this yellow player has, like right now they could even have jaguars or hawks at this point. But we don't know, because of no scouting. My ally is now upgrading headquarters of a 3, as I am adding a construction yard. And right over here we see a lot of snipers from this red player. So I request help from my ally, because before my scout up here died, I saw armadillos as well, and I don't really have a decent army, or so I thought, to fight off this red player's assault. So my ally sends in their whole force over to me, knocking or discovering a scout here and an attack from this yellow player. So this red player has moved up their units onto this hill, but I can still take care of that. Not as easily and efficiently as I wanted to, but it is what it is. And my ally, of course, has plenty to deal with this yellow player. And here we see the bazookas, or grenadiers and armadillos from the red player, as well as some armadillos and coyotes from this yellow player. So I am being double attacked right now. And luckily I have a good ally this match, which sends over their army to help me, because otherwise I would probably have just died here. And this yellow player really just has units everywhere, all over the map. And right here we just see a bunch of porcupines and armadillos, so that's not very good. And it's heading to my ally's base, which my ally pulled all their forces over to my base to defend. So now that me and my ally repelled the attack from the red and yellow players, we now can get our armies. And my ally is still producing tier 1 units, but he's upgrading down to hammers. But has to pull back their army due to the amount of armadillos and porcupines over here, which is quite excessive, porcupines-wise, as they don't know if we have any avia, which in this case we don't. Except I am building avia, but don't have any yet, so kind of a bad play on these porcupines, but that's just my opinion. Nothing much going on in my allies' base or at my base, just gathering up resources right now. But my ally decided to make an assault on this yellow player, which was a good decision, because this yellow player was totally unprepared. And therefore I messaged them affirmative, yes. And I am now upgrading to Zeus and Vertex. And I think my allies' units are highly upgraded, so that is probably the reason why they are doing so well against these enemy units. Also, we see here that our yellow player enemy has a level 3 headquarters, but that does not matter, as they do not have a reasonable army, which is why this red player had to send over help. So my ally, being smart, falls back, and now is upgrading all their barracks to level 2, I believe, and is starting to produce Zeus, as well as me. I am producing Zeus and Vertex. And this yellow player is immediately going back on the defensive with the help of this red player. But that is quickly denied because of my allies' fallback energy. But it is not enough to handle the amount of armadillos here. So my ally requests for help, and there I start to I send them kind of late, but I start to send over my army, because I can see that my ally is not surviving this. Although they do have a Zeus over here, they would be able to defend this, but if they sent any more than this, if they sent like 3 more armadillos, my ally would probably be destroyed. And a bad micro of the Zeus over here, not firing. But the amount of heavy assaults over here just easily cleaning up this armadillo as my hammers and assaults move in. getting out my second Zeus now, and almost getting my second jet. And my ally is telling me thank you, basically, for helping out. Some more construction from my ally. They're expanding their base. And my vertex, I'm not sending them out yet, because I don't think we really need a scout. It's not relative. So we don't desperately need a scout, to be honest. We're only 14 minutes in, so we should be good. And I'm also grouping my units, so I can quick release my jet. So say the enemy drops bombers or vertex, or hawks. Well, it could be vertex, but most likely hawks at this airfield. I can quickly, instead of having to move my camera from, like, say over here all the way over here, click them and then attack my target, which by then my airfield would probably already be destroyed. I could just be over here, hit the group button, find the enemy, and tap. So my jets, by the time the enemy comes over here, my jets have already engaged them. I'm just going to speed this up because this actually is quite a long battle. My ally is now going AV as well, and gets attacked by a massive army from yellow. And red starts to send over some units as well. So here I send in my 4 vertex, thinking it's a good idea to attack this yellow player's headquarters, not expecting the sheer amount of porcupines and air defense that followed. So I lose my vertex in a very bad engagement. I then tell my partner negative, as that was a bad assault. So now I am telling my ally that I'm gonna try to produce bombers, because if I can drop bombs right here, that'll be a juicy hit, and I'll get a lot of, I guess, revenge on this enemy, because their units will be here plus buildings, so it's basically a win-win. And now, my enemy, this yellow player and a bit of this red player, has started to send the assault forward. So my allies defending from this side, because red has a few units over here. And I send in what units I have over here plus my vertex to try bringing in as much as I can. And my ally then sends over their army to take care of these units. The support of my vertex. And we see then these bazookas coming over here, causing disruptions, and I tell my ally affirmative, as good job. But unfortunately, they do get this vehicle factory halting production of these for my ally. Now, stupid bazooka and grenadier and heavy assault were annoying and trying to get a supply center, so I quickly took care of them. And now my ally is also being attacked over here, which then we quickly take care of. And my ally has gotten 1 vertex down. I am now going to headquarters level 4 and expanding my base, as well as upgrading to bombers. Getting some defenses, so I won't be outflanked here and destroyed, and getting my first bomb row now. My ally now scouts this yellow player, finding out that they have a headquarters level 4 with a airfield, and looks to be trying to expand their base over here, which could be bad because of a combined base. and another assault on my ally, which my ally easily cleans up. My ally also is upgraded to level 4 now, and also upgraded to bombers. I now have 4 bombers, so I am doing good, but I've reached the max command points, and start to build air defenses and power plants. So, because we have seen this yellow player with a level 2 air factory, I believe, for Hawks. And then my ally scouts this red player's army outside of their base, which then I send my Vertex to engage with, which do a good job of, or semi-good job of killing a few armadillos, but do get taken down by this anti-air. And these few armadillos just get half the strength through. But as of right now, the enemy does not know that I actually have bombs. And here come the Hawks from my ally, or my enemy, sorry, which then take out my allies' bombers. But I intercept these Hawks, taking them down with my allies' air defense. And there goes a Hawk, but here comes another army from the yellow player, which I need to take care of. I kind of missed the bombing here, but it was still a decent bombing run. I was trying to go for the armadillos, but I missed. And then, of course, my bombers flew right over the anti-air again. And now my ally has lost a few buildings, but has taken down all of the front force of this yellow player's attack. But this yellow player is really not giving up, sending in more dragonflies and hawks. My ally quickly takes down these dragonflies, sorry, as my Vertex try to engage that hawk, which we get it. And we save my ally's bomb. I am now going headquarters level 5 due to max CP. And my ally now attacks this yellow player, but eventually does fail, but gets through a decent amount of this yellow player base. I now start to engage with this red player, as well as over here in this area with the yellow player. Because now the yellow player has just started sending over units non-stop from my ally. So I position my army here to intercept them, and my ally continues to produce units. I build more defenses in a power plant, and with the money I've saved up, I start to build a space system. I didn't actually think this battle was going to come to space system, but it did. And I noticed we hadn't scouted this red player in a while, but I just did with a Vertex, and this is what we see. We see a lot of anti-air and a level 4 headquarters, but nothing too special. And these vehicle factories are only level 2, so just armadillos to be worried about. And now the problem I face is I have enough money, but I don't have enough CP, which is why I send this small attack in here, which my enemy in here across the way thinks is an actual attack, spamming walls. I tell my ally that I'm now producing this and to defend this, which they then agree to. And I use a boost, a rare boost, so I take off a few, about 30 seconds off the space production time. But I know in the previous videos where I used space system, I suggested using the gold boost. But I already had 30 seconds done on Space Strike, so it wasn't really good. My partner agreed to after scouting the Seattle player's base, so now I know where the front force of the army is, so now I launch the Space Strike. Bam, look at that. Total destruction, just a huge blank spot on the map here. And now I'm telling my ally to charge it. And my ally is now also going Hyper's F5. I now produce another Space Strike, and my ally sees that this red player was trying to do some sort of counterattack, which ultimately failed. And total defeat. As well as the yellow player's army here, which is mainly consists of snipers and porcupines. The amount of porcupines here though is just crazy. And there's even more here. And now my allies' sheer amount of heavy assaults just demolish this enemy's army. And I drop my bombers and take care of this yellow player's headquarters. And then this red player thinks they can counterattack me, but I don't realize I still have an army, which I easily take care of that. My Space Strike is now ready, and I start launching it at this red player's base. And now my ally is coming up this yellow player's base. So at this point, it's GG. They're really not coming back from this, and I just wiped out the red player's base. But they're still actually trying to get in, which is not working for them. And I start moving in what is left of my army, and moving my bombers to take care of that headquarters. And then there we see the red player's headquarters is gone now as well. Now both players do not have headquarters, but unfortunately I do lose a bomber in the return home. Now I see this red player trying to be annoying with some armadillos, last ditch effort, but it's not working because my ally does have heavy assaults back at his base. I am producing another Space Strike, even though it's probably not worth it at this point. And another bomber. And now we are just finishing off this red player's base, which I bomb, and then I Space Strike this basically last building, which is not good. But thank you for watching. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. But unfortunately here I did actually destroy basically my entire teammates' army, but then we take care of that. So thanks for watching. Bye.